Asgard holds a part of me I can't sever. I bond to my son, to the Valkyries. That damn realm isn't just Odin's. It belongs to me, too.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dustin Duran, and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok. First off, if you missed my community post, my second daughter was just born. Everyone's good, mom's good, baby's good, but that's why videos have not been coming out. Been a little preoccupied, but we're back to God of War. And two, I did want to give a shout out to Indigo Rose, because you supply me with all the lore, and I love comparing the lore of this game and how it matches up to the actual Norse mythology. As for where we left off in the game, it seems like we're leaving Vanaheim. We did pick up a couple side quests, but I think one of them's definitely for the desert that we have already been to. The other one, I don't know where that leads. I could look on the map. However, first things first, we're gonna go back to the World Tree and check on Atreus, and I have a bad feeling about it. I have this funny suspicion Atreus is gonna be gone again, but let's go find out. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the only way we can go is back. So, let's go this way.
I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
Well, you two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos, you may not accept that Ragnarok is inevitable, but you're smart enough to know Odin is a threat. Whatever comes next, our best chance of surviving it is to work together. Do you agree?
I do.
Then as to Brock's offer, you can imagine staying under the same roof as a couple former enemies? No further temptations towards terrible vengeance?
Not against you. Either of you. You have my word.
By the way, I also agree, if anyone was asking. Can you open those?
This luck is different from others you might know. You'll need an enchantment on your chisel to use it.
Do you have that? Oh, she does.
Runa. Go ahead. Carve the letter.
Suna.
It's an incantation. I'll speak it. Suna.
Lovely! Working together is already opening doors for us.
You're hilarious.
Is he always making puns like that?
Yes.
So it's true. Tyr's really alive?
Aye. Not exactly shipshape. He sleeps in a broom closet now, but he's adjusting.
How did you find him?
Largely, that's down to Atreus having figured out how to access the prophecies giants reserve for their own kind. We only learned of it ourselves after Thor and Odin came calling.
To your home? Is it still standing?
Barely. But all the violence was seemingly just a distraction to let Odin have a private word with Atreus.
Odin was alone with your son? Did he tell you what they spoke of?
Yes. He said that Odin invited him to Asgard to help him find his answers.
The answers he's rushing into fate in search of. That's troubling.
Yes, it is.
Well, if you're ready to talk to him, the Mystic Gateway is ahead. If not, I have some unfinished business up this river I could use your help with.
Or we can follow up on that elven sanctum out in Alfheim's desert.
Okay, you know what? If we're here, let's try and do this side quest then.
What is this?
The crest of Skirnir. Never quite as smart as he thought.
Though he comes from one of Vanaheim's oldest families, Skirnir never considered himself a Vanir, never considered himself, well, much of anything, truth be told. Skirnir was loyal to no one but Skirnir. He was that particularly infuriating brand of intellectual who forever seeks to place himself above others by refusing to ever be pinned down on any specific philosophy. If there were an issue with two sides, Skirnir would find a way to stand right in the middle and declare himself superior to all. If there were a fence separating two pastures, he'd find a way to balance directly on its edge. When Odin visited his wrath upon Vanaheim, Skirnir learned the consequences of neutrality. Neither side could be sure of where his loyalties lie, and so neither side could trust him. For the Einhajar, that meant they'd chop his head off at the first available opportunity, which, given that the Vanir refused to provide him with shelter, came considerably sooner than Skirnir expected.
What is your unfinished business?
I left something behind, near the falls.
Your wedding site. Now, why do you want to be going back there?
To be free of the bonds of my marriage. And to Asgard.
I think you severed that a long time ago.
Not completely. Not enough.
Guide us.
Yeah, another giant pendant. Giants were definitely here.
My people settled this river many ages ago. Thousands traveled it on pilgrimage to the shrine of worship. But then the Aesir came. This is all that's left.
Oh my god, what the hell is that? That is a crazy sound. Another gravestone.
Patience is piety.
Oh, someone's talking. Mary? Oh, you.
What is wrong?
Please, leave me to my prayers. I await Freya, the great healer.
I am here.
She will cure me. I have been a loyal follower. She would not abandon.
I am Freya. What do you need?
Only she can cure my sickness. With mangold, mire, and poem.
We must help her.
She demands a cure. She is dead.
She is trapped here, ignorant of her own death. If we bring her what she needs, she'll move on.
You're certain?
I'm not going to do nothing. She needs mangold, mire, and palm. We should find some.
Okay.
What did you find?
As you asked.
It's one of the ingredients. Oh, and that's what that noise is.
Must stop that Noken from singing!
Did you recognize her? The sickly spirit?
No. There was a time I could recall the face of every one of my people, but... sometimes I wonder if gods live too long.
I once felt the same.
Man, there's a lot of bonding going on right now.
Good. I need only one more ingredient for the cure.
And then what?
Then I fix things.
And another one of these. A warning to all who pass this spit of land, the dead here do not die. Rain or shine, in the heat of the day or the chill of the night, they follow their master's will. Leave now, whether you value your life or peace in your death, you do not want the prison of this magic. Necromancy haunts the dirt beneath your feet. And last ingredient?
That's everything I need. Let's return to the Sick Spirit.
You would cure the dead.
I promised I would take care of my people.
You do not even remember her. Nor she you.
And?
Let us return to the spirit.
There's a raven over here.
That's another raven sent to the Tree of the Dead. Perhaps we should check up on it,
Yeah, when we make our way back, we'll check on that tree. We should have a couple items there.
Have you finally come to heal me?
We have collected the plants.
Here you go, spirit lady.
Let this be. I feel my vitality returning to me. I feel Freya.
I am here.
I knew you would return, even as the doubters cursed your name.
Thank you. But it's time to rest. You have earned it.
Thank you, my queen. I am tired indeed.
Shall we continue?
Yes.
Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but Relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
That's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freyr was a guest when Odin burned him.
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. But enough of that for now.
Oh, and there's Brock.
Find that orb yet?
No, we haven't found the orb yet.
And how is it you two know each other?
No, I can't be divulger in guild business. You gotta respect the secretude of it all.
I'm sorry?
Let's just say Brock and I have long enjoyed certain common interests.
That's right. Like getting us into trouble.
And getting you back out of it again.
What? Huh. That's only mostly true.
Okay, so does that answer your question?
Close enough, I suppose.
So, Brock, if Lunda can step between realms to travel about like you, I presume it must be the guild you know each other from.
Maybe. Or maybe I just showed her a few tricks while we were tying one on.
Or maybe I showed him. You don't know us, Clever Pants.
Lunda, would you happen to know how your light and dark elf friends came to be involved?
You mean Baker and Bela? Well, they were both imprisoned by one side or another, or maybe both. Escaped together, been on the run, and absolutely all over each other ever since.
A dark and light elf fleeing their people together. Quite a risk.
Being in love's always a risk. That's what makes it fun.
You could say the same about hot cheese.
Oh, I just noticed the dog is here.
Lunda, what do you know of Birger the Traveler?
Not much. I ain't the talking type, really. But from what I can glean, he walked the path of the traveler for a time, then found out something that made him step off it. Hard.
Any idea what he saw?
Me?
No, I'm not sure, but I think he saw what was at the end of the path. And, didn't care much for it.
Finding out Odin was pulling their strings all along probably put a colossal kink in his codpiece.
That too. He would have died. By me. That's probably what he saw.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
On that, madam, we are agreed.
What? Oh. Thank you?
Anytime.
Ha! Lunda, you ain't changed one damn bit.
We got another one of these.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
Yeah, so why are we even taking your head out to look at these if you can't read them? Living masterpiece, there's truly no greater medium than a living, thriving tree. Every branch a canvas, this mighty elder and I worked in tandem to achieve the impossible. My hand perhaps guides, my ties and forms persuade a pattern, but it is through this sacred giant's prosperity does my work take shape. May my art always go above the heads of all those who would try to look upon it. It is not for you. Oh.
Hey, hot stuff. Remember, I need that orb.
Yeah. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff over here we might as well check out. Including a fight? Oh, it's these guys!
Right side, incoming!
Ow.
Kratos! Are you okay?
Ow. No, not really.
The Alpha!
Last one!
And we got another ghost friend here.
What is wrong?
I died. And you will help me.
Of course, Gunhild. But to what end?
When the Einherjar came, we needed a way to fight back. I suggested say their magic.
I understand your desperation, but that was foolish.
Clearly. I was lucky enough to be murdered before my mind could be corrupted, as theirs did. You must free them.
Of course.
Okay, another side quest. A lot of side quests here.
So ruthlessly. Those poor souls must be in agony.
Then we shall give them death.
So, what's it like, being back?
Like I haven't come back at all. Everything's changed. I'm a stranger here.
I know the feeling.
Oh, we can open them now. That's something.
The runic word appeared over there. See it?
I do. What does that mean?
Mecking. We should be able to reach the wedding site now.
Oh. Okay. Another apple.
An armor piece bearing Lunda's brand.
Oh.
Shame it's broken. Nice bit of work otherwise.
Then why leave it?
You suspicious of her, brother?
If the orb she seeks is important, she would not have left it behind.
Perhaps.
Ah, you found some of my armor. I'll fix it up for you real good. Sure appreciate you finding my orb, though. I am doing this for free and whatnot.
Okay, well, hold on.
You know, I would have beaten you
What?
Ha.
earlier
Yeah, I don't think
if
so.
Atreus hadn't been there.
Doubtful.
Perhaps.
We could go again. Find out for certain.
Okay.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't.
Something right here. Like we're inside the tree, it seems like.
This crest belonged to Odin.
Oh.
A peace offering from my people. And a waste of good work.
When Odin married the goddess Freya, the people of Vanaheim, some of the more optimistic ones anyways, wished to welcome the Allfather into their culture. In a gesture of tragically misplaced hospitality, they carved the Allfather a family crest of his very own, a symbol of trust. He thanked them for the gift, then tossed it away once he was out of view. It would not be the first time he betrayed the Vanir's trust. Oh, and hey, another rift. Or have we even gone through one of these, or are these just all in the first game? Man, they were tough. They were one-shotting me. Oh, another poem. Non-violence. No, it's just a scroll. This will end in blood. The only question that remains is which side is willing to spill more. The Aesir are not known for their mercy, just ask the giants, yet our realm is split between those with half a brain and those who believe that pacifism, in action, will somehow win the day. These Vanir would be kicked in the teeth and apologize for spilling their blood on the Einhajar's boot. We have tried to reason with these. What other word is there? Cowards. They cannot be swayed. They will not help us muster a resisting force in numbers of any real meaning. And so what else can we do? What else but entreat the Seedir magics to do what they will not? There are dangers to the old magics, yes, but can anyone say with confidence that they outweigh the dangers of doing nothing at all? Perhaps we will change, perhaps our minds will fall to pieces, but if that is the price we pay for striking back against the Aesir, it is one we pay gladly. Oh, and we got one of these guys. Nice. Okay, Okay, I think he's dead.
The creatures weren't always this ravenous. The ecosystem. It's out of balance.
Is that what's going on? And yeah, I think that was new. The Dodir Grandugur. Another example of Odin taking something that doesn't belong to him and bastardizing it. Imbuing the Grandugur with Bifrost energy is yet another item on the long list of affronts the one-eyed pricks committed in his conquests. See, again, that sounds like Mimir. This is so weird. It's Kratos and Mimir are both writing in this book. That's what's going on. And I do not think that that was intended. Oh, hello. What was that? Under the radar. Oh, there's a treasure map. Well, that's interesting. Surely I'll remember a spot like this, right? Who could forget 2 waterfalls? What was it, 3? Okay, maybe it was 5, but I think it was 3. Look, there's a lot of water, okay? It dumped into one spot. I'll know it when I see it, probably.
All is desolation. A fitting fate.
Astrid.
Oh.
No.
Hello. Hold on. I didn't see you there. Can you wait a second? Okay, hello.
Spirit.
Freya, you returned.
Astrid. What happened to you? To your garden?
The Einherjar. My life's work rotted. My monument to your glory reduced to this. I am sorry, my queen.
You need never apologize to me, old friend.
I swore to keep this garden in bloom until you return. To live forever amongst its putrescence. A just punishment.
I will return, Astrid. Kratos, we purge this garden of poison.
Okay.
Why?
The earth is a reflection of those who tend it. So long as the land is plagued, her soul will be destructed. The family crest of Henir.
Honir's crest? The story of Honir is not a particularly happy one, I fear. You see, well, okay. Actually, are any of the stories happy? You see, when relations between the Aesir and the Vanir were in a relatively healthy place, a cultural exchange was suggested. The Vanir would send one of their own to Asgard, and the Aesir would do the same for Vanaheim. The Vanir sent a kind young bladesmith named Sturla to live in Asgard. The Aesir sent Honir. A kind lad, innocent and sweet, but dumb as a pile of stones he was. After a few days and the realization that Honir required constant care in order to prevent him accidentally hurting himself, it became clear to the Vanir that Odin had only sent Honir over as a quick means of getting rid of him. Still, the Vanir did not mind. The different families all came together to care for him, even going so far as to give craft him a... I think give is not supposed to be there. Anyways, to craft him a family crest of his own. But one day, one of the boy's caretakers accidentally mentioned Odin's clear disgust for the boy when they believed themselves out of earshot. All this time, Honir had believed Odin would one day come back for him, that he was merely on a pleasant vacation with the Allfather's magical friends. They found his body the next morning, yet another victim of Odin's cruelty. And we got another one of these. Gala bushes, 4 planted, anticipating first berry harvest next winter. Favor petals, red. 6 planted, currently wilting, may need to be removed for more sun exposure. Favor petals, blue. 6 planted, all blooming favorably. Favor petals, yellow. 6 planted, 3 seem to be struggling. Will apply extra fertilizer with eggshells and crushed drake bone and hope for improvement. Burn pathway, filling in nicely. New fronds may need a trim next moon cycle. Topiary fencing, still in search of new caretaker after previous one's sudden departure. Green bulb tree acquisition still in progress. Unsure if roots will take outside their home realm. Hey, the green bulbs. You know about the green bulbs in the realm of the giants. And we do have this as well.
This mentions a spell that puts trolls to sleep, and a magic relic that acts as a sort of counterspell.
Oh. Gorab of the Ashes and Frost. Casualties caused. Think of a large number, then double it. Method of imprisonment, Knott's slumber. Prison location, Vanaheim. Date of release, nah. The trolls devoured too many dwarves to count before I put them to sleep. I doubt they'd be in a better mood after getting slapped with a rousing relic. Imagine being stuck in the same position for any period of time. Brr. imprisonment overseen by Elvis Stonefoot Svartalheim.
The land. It's alive again.
Yes, your garden grows again.
Freya, how did you...
It's okay, Astrid. It's time to move on.
Thank you, goddess. I do love you.
And I you.
You've done a great kindness.
A temporary one. The garden will die again.
All things do. That is no reason not to try.
Looks like more of Lunda's old armor.
Nice.
You only have the complete set now.
Yeah, one more.
The closer we get, the more tightness grows in my chest.
You're sure you want to continue?
Confronting the past comes with a price.
It must be done. I've lived with this pain far too long. If you can believe it. We were happy once. For a time, foolishly believed the peace would last. Perhaps that was my mistake. All I wanted was to protect my family.
There is no shame in that.
I failed all the same. Those scrawlings must be Sather nearby.
Is that what they mean? I've been seeing them around here. Oh, what's this?
Lunda's orb.
Be cautious. We know not what it does.
You really think she'd send us to get the bloody thing if it was going to kill us? Let's just take it back to her.
Alright. And a horn. Need 4 more of those. Okay.
That's all Lunda's armor taken care of, as well
nice.
as her odd little sphere. Should we return them to her?
And another message.
Learn anything?
I fear devotion is waning amongst the others. If we are to drive the Aesir from Vanaheim, there are things that we must do without hesitation. Sacrifices must be made, and if I am the only practitioner with enough courage to make them, then so be it. In life do I scream, in death do I sing, in blood do I trust. I am the vengeance of these lands.
The family crest of Kvasir the Wise.
Ah.
More like Kvasir the Inebriated, in truth.
Oh. Kvasir, the legendary Lush. The stories call him wise beyond words, the inventor of poetry, they say. When he died, his friends mixed his blood with honey to create the mead of poetry, said to imbue any who imbibed it with the power of lyrical wisdom. All bollocks, of course. Kvasir was great for one thing, and one thing only, throwing back drinks. Not to disparage him in the slightest, most of us can only hope to be as good at anything as Kvasir was holding his alcohol, but his poetry often took the form of progressively more imaginative forms of profanity, and those who drank his blood only felt inspired because the sot's fluids were at least 50% boozed by the time he finally keeled over. Really funny bloke, though, knew his way, not a way, around a double entendre. Hey, I'm finding a lot of grammatical errors and misspellings. Y'all gonna fix that? Some more messages.
Learn anything?
To the Vanir of Vanaheim, my sister has abandoned us, Odin has turned our realm into a prison, and Freya has fled with the key. There is only one path forward, and it will not be a pleasant one. We will take up arms, we will show the Aesir whose realm this is, we will go to war, Freyr. Well... It's a Vanaheim. Hey, a heavy runic attack. That's the first one that I've got. A lingering area effect attack that creates a small hazard inflicting frost status to all enemies inside. Nice.
Well, lady, I was curious about some of the flora we've encountered on our travels.
And you will remain curious. It's not my job to teach you everything, Mimir.
Look, I was just asking.
And you have been told.
Oh, you can say that again.
Wow, okay. Why are you bullying Mimir? What's up with that?
I know that face. You got something for me, don't ya?
I do, I have a few things.
Linda.
Right. Business time.
Here.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Elsa's been itching to get her bow back all dang winter. It's her favorite toy.
What?
Now, if you could find the rest of my armor set I left out there, I'll repair it for you. Free of charge, even. Oh, actually, any dwarf can. I just didn't think you'd get my orb for me if you knew that. Sorry, y'all.
Well, new friends.
Good thing you were so cautious, brother.
Quiet.
He's right, Mimir. Show respect. A squeaky toy could have been the death of us all.
And it nearly was.
Do not laugh.
It's hard not to, brother.
Try.
Okay. Okay.
Then yes, we got Lunda's Lost Curious. So barehanded attacks, parrying and blocking have a high luck chance to deal bonus damage and poison enemies, lowering their power level. And melee attacks against poison enemies do increased damage. I mean, that does seem pretty good. However, I still really like my Gauntlets of Radiance. And in fact, I think we give them an upgrade now.
That'll keep your bits in all the right places.
They sure will.
Damn! Am I good or what?
I mean, they're pretty nice, yeah. And then 2, we can go back and talk to the
Is
spirit.
it done?
Yes.
Are they dead?
Done.
Your friends are at peace.
Good.
And I'm sorry. Had I been here, I would have prevented this.
Do you think us lost babes, incapable of making our own choices?
No, but
We made a mistake, but it was ours to make, not yours to prevent, even if you had been here.
Yes, you're right. Goodbye, Gunhild.
Goodbye, my goddess.
Kratos. Thank you for taking the time to help my people.
I helped no one. They were already dead.
Oh, but you did. You put their spirits at ease, and that has eased my spirit as well. I feel lifted.
Enjoy it. It will not last.
You're right.
Jeez, what a downer.
There are most certainly other corrupted sisters out in the realms.
You always know how to end on a cheery note, brother.
All right.
Amir, what did you mean when you said Frey was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
Well, what did he say at the wedding?
Do you know why I left that night, Mimir?
Only a hunch.
He showed me who he really was. Odin asked me to cast a protection spell on him. The one I used on my son. But the way it drove our boy mad, I refused. He was furious, throwing every object he could find, destroyed the room. There was only coldness after that. I tried to make it work, but...
No one could have lived like that, Your Majesty.
There we go. 21 down. Oh, there's something right there. Oh, is that the, that's the treasure from the map. Nice. Another apple, 204.
Look, allow me.
What is it?
Food. I never thought I'd come back here.
Ooh. And of
Reavers.
course.
Of course.
Gross! What
It's a soul eater! It doesn't belong here! We must get rid of it! It's explosive! Be careful!
Nice. There we go. Get out of the poison mill.
This place. It used to be sacred. Now it sits abandoned, vandalized. Hopefully the objects I'm looking for are still here.
And, oh, Giant's Toe. So we got another map. Oh, it's... that's the path swinging down to the shop. The Outlander may be gone from the realms, but giants still rise above the Vanir. My treasure may seem insignificant compared to its lush sweeping bows, but I prefer to look at it as a room for growth. Okay. And more notes. The feast. The table is filled. The delicacies of both Vanir and Aesir or Origin have been prepared to symbolize the union of peoples. Succulent fruits to whet the appetites, served alongside the salted, crisped skin of young hens, gourds roasted and then sauced in honey, and breads baked in the lava pits of Eljar, will be presented as the second course. An offering of Sirmanir has taken the center of the spread, although many Vanir will likely refuse to partake. Nuggets of tender meat for the little ones have been piled high. They will not go hungry tonight. Last but certainly not least, casks of mead have been rolled out in great numbers to account for the thirst such festivities bring upon their guests. Tonight we dine as if Ragnarok will come for us in the morning. That's quite the feast.
So much about that day I wish I could change. If only I'd seen the signs.
More notes. The auburn crown. Vanir tradition is bound in the plaits of our Freya's hair as final touches are made for the ceremony. Bloodberg blooms to adorn her locks and lupine oil to make them shine. Fronds bound around the circlet she wears breathe life into the metal. She is resplendent as the rains on a summer morn. Just fun information about her crown and her hair. Okay.
The crest of the Hewley family. One of the first families ripped apart by the war.
Hewley's crest. There's one big problem with living in a peaceful, advanced society that's sustained itself for centuries. When war eventually comes calling, there's a good chance you won't have any bloody idea what to do. Some of the Vanir families wanted to fight back against Odin. Others believed they could appeal to his better nature. The Haley family split down the middle. Half of them took up arms, half refused to spill blood on the virgin soil of Vanaheim. A fissure formed between the pacifists and the militants, a fissure that might well have healed given enough time, but they never got the chance, unfortunately. The Aesir killed them all a few weeks into the war, quickly, indiscriminately. Whether they died with a quill or a sword in their hands, they all died just the same.
My circlet's here.
Oh?
It's on that pedestal by the balcony!
We must remove these creatures first.
Yelpa!
What's your name?
Get sure.
Yeah, get out of here.
Look at this.
What are we looking at?
It belonged to you.
A symbol of commitment.
Ah.
After the ceremony, he had a new one made every week, each more beautiful than the last. He stopped when I refused to teach him the old magic. You know, my people used to send me gifts too, so I wouldn't forget home. But after the birth of my son, They stopped too. I can't read that from here. Let's head back and I can take a better look.
Okay.
I thought I'd feel peace by breaking it. But I feel nothing.
Perhaps what you seek cannot be found in a circlet.
You may be right. There. I see the chalice.
From the ceremony.
A symbol of reconciliation. We drank from the lover's chalice until we could hardly stand. I confided in him that night about wanting an apology from Freyr. Odin reassured me that he'd be the only family I'd need. And I believed him. The word is complete, but I still can't read it from here. Let's head back down.
Okay, but we have some stuff we need to get along the way. Like, what is this? The blessing of two. Blessing on the union of Freya and Odin on this day. Prosperity to the people of the Vanaheim and Asgard. As the sun shines and the moon glows, so shall the realms remain steadfast in peace.
Better now?
No. The pain only grows. Will I never be free of it? What more do I need to do?
And yeah, we got this note.
It's a denouncement from my people, placed during my wedding.
Traitor. Found outside a ruined temple in Vanaheim, many of the realm's buildings came to ruin due to natural disaster or the Einhajar. Freya's temple has fallen for different reasons. It appears that after she left Vanaheim, her own followers vandalized the very temple they once gifted her. Her people saw her marriage as a betrayal, a cowardly way to pass judgment on her actions. I mean, this is a pretty interesting
the runic word
perspective
appeared over there. See it?
to be going through here.
Phew. After all the battles I've fought, why does the other side of this door scare me most?
The most difficult battles are fought within, but this battle, you will not fight alone.
And another poem? Abandoned. I gave you everything, my faith, my love, offerings beyond measure, and you abandoned me, abandoned us, abandoned your home. Why? So you could gallivant across the realms with the one-eyed king. Did we sicken you so, your pathetic worshippers, that you would take the first opportunity to leave and never return? I did not know true loneliness until now, nor did I know true rage. I would revenge myself upon you, but you are not here to receive my hate, and so instead, I and as many as will join me will go to that temple we built for you so long ago, the monument to our gullibility and your selfishness, and we will do to it what we can only hope one day to do to you. Wow, that's a lot of hate right there.
Are you ready?
Yes. There it is. My final tie to Asgard. We drove that sword into the pillar together. The sword was forged for the ceremony. A symbol of our union.
Oh, you can't pull the sword out.
Molna.
The stone refuses to let go.
Am I worthy?
Molna!
The deepest wounds form the strongest bonds. Bastard said it as part of our vows. I hate it when he's right. Asgard holds a part of me I can't sever. I bond to my son. To the Valkyries. That damn realm isn't just Odin's. It belongs to me, too. The pain he caused is his. I refuse to keep holding on to it. This sword no longer holds our legacy. But it will serve as mine.
A much more fitting use for it.
Is that it? It was a good day. New sword choice unlocked. Customize Freya's loadout. Okay. Melee attack, strike with speed and inflict Bifrost. Okay. Well, sure. Let's use it. Ooh, and we could also give her some regal Vanir garments. Absolutely. So was that it? There's no actual battle here. There's this message. The ceremony. The weather has favored us this day. The sun shines and lets warm rays ripple through the leaves of the surrounding trees, juniper leaves that have been bound and burned. Their scent hangs joyfully in the air. Guests take their seats. The tinkling of celebratory laughs fills the hall. Anticipation for the ceremony builds as the hour draws near.
I suppose it's on to the next battle now.
Yes. You won an important one today.
And, yeah. Ow. Oh, it's so brutal. Yeah, he's dead. You don't have to keep shooting.
Since when have you ever asked for permission?
It's just... I owe you my life, such as it is. And I caused you so much pain. Put you in a terrible situation. For that, Freya, I am truly sorry.
I wanted to end that war too.
I know. But I swear to do better by you nonetheless. Anything you ask, consider it done. I'm forever in your debt.
I appreciate that. Even if you can't help being an obnoxious know-it-all.
I'm afraid I'll never know how to stop doing that.
Whoa! Was not expecting that. Whoa! Oh my god, there's two of them. Yes. you did the exact same thing that Atreus did. Oh, good thing there's just another boat that happens to be right there. How convenient.
You know, an arrogant man once told me you can't change the past, only how it shapes you. I think he might be right. It's been a while since I've had a confidant. Would the god of few words lend me his ear now and again?
As long as I am needed.
Freya's missing piece complete. Yeah, because I saw that I missed a piece of lore here, and yeah, I completely forgot about this.
Anything illuminating?
Anything I can do? No one said this journey would be easy, yet I do find myself questioning how far I thought I'd go to finish the pilgrimage. On the way up, my foot slipped, causing me to stumble, my heart seized in my chest, and I felt I may perhaps perish at the hand of this cliff face. Thankfully, I was able to catch myself, but I suffered a nasty scrape on my knee. I believe blisters may also form on my hands as a result of the rough rocks. My back seems to have also taken to complaining about the pack I was born for the past few days. While I was thinking about it, my head has also begun aching. My point here is that if I make this journey, I believe anyone can as well.
Mimir, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
Okay, so that buried treasure... I mean, maybe it is down there somewhere? Oh yeah, behind there. Nice. Shadow runes, stone wood, dwarven steel, own metal. Treasure map complete.
This crest.
And, oh, that's the last crest too.
Mine.
So yeah, that was Freya's crest, a crest depicting the family sigil of Freya and Freyr of Nord and Skadi, a family that used to exemplify everything noble and wise about the Vanir and Vanaheim itself. Then Odin fucked it all up, didn't he? Married Freya, then trapped her on Midgard, tricked those who loved her into believing she'd abandoned them, and then the bastard waged slow, brutal war on those same people he'd sworn to do right by. Knowing that, it's perhaps unsurprising that this crest is defaced. When many of the Vanir think of Freya, they think only of pain. One hopes we could change all that. And with that, Freya's side quests are complete. That was a lot, but that was a good bonding experience right there between Kratos and Freya. Maybe she's done trying to kill us now. And I definitely did not do what I said I was going to do, which was go back to the World Tree. Never even happened. In the next one, I'm sure that's what we'll do, right? We'll totally not get sidetracked by a bunch of side quests. And until the next one, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and or subscribe. Take care, everybody. Skål.